Good morning, family. Good morning, good morning, good morning. Today is Wednesday, the 19th. And this is Tina, and this is Egypt. Do you hear her? If I ignore her ass, then this is what I get. I can't ignore her because she goes ballistic. If she hears me talking and I'm not facing her or giving her this right here, she flips out. So, and I'm not going to put her in my bed right now because no, okay, not doing it. Anyway, today is Wednesday and I am just in a really, really good mood this morning. I got my kids up already, so they're up and they're getting ready for school. And I'm sitting across my bed. I'm going through my swag bag yesterday, and I have to say that I had such a good day yesterday. I slept with my earrings on. This is some lip stain from yesterday, so I know it probably looked crazy. And I didn't wrap my hair last night, so I just went to sleep with it like this. I didn't wrap it. I didn't do anything. I wore my hair kind of like, this is how I wore my hair yesterday. I had the blue jumpsuit on. I hadn't worn that jumpsuit before. But, I was trying to keep it covered up and, and all those kind of things. I ain't going to the club, and nor is it a Sister Big Bone. And it wasn't about me on yesterday's show. So, it is what it was. But nonetheless, it was beautiful. I had a wonderful time. I am sworn to secrecy because, you have to sign this, like a declaration that you won't disclose the show and what was about the show and who was on the show until the show airs. So, I'm under that covenant. For those of you guys that understand television and understand TV, you will get it. For those of you guys that do not, I'm sorry. But they made it perfectly clear that you cannot discuss the show on Twitter. One thing about Twitter, it's in my friend stream, so when I update on my phone, I have friend stream, and I have my Twitter and my Facebook attached to it. So whatever I post, it goes to Twitter and it goes to my Facebook. Yesterday, now let me tell you what happened, y'all. We get down there, and it was me, my auntie, my niece Amanda, and my sister Glenda. And, our appointment was to get there at 11 o'clock, and all that kind of stuff. No, was to leave from here at 11 because I was driving. And so, get down there, get comfortable, blah, 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 go eat. And all that happened. Let me tell you what happened, okay? China calls me. China is my financial consultant, okay? And ladies, I think that you guys should have one, okay? China does so much for me. She puts me up on so much game as far as, the insurance. She's my agent. She's also a realtor. The chick is bad. You understand me? She is bad. And so, I see this morning when I checked my messages, I see China was kind of answering questions on the sister on the insurance that I had spoke of, about a week or two ago, about 2 weeks ago. And it was a sister that I did, and her name is China Akbar. And she's on my Facebook as well. So for those of you ladies, I say get up with China. Because if you think I don't know what the fuck I'm talking about. See, one thing, ladies, what you need to do is surround yourself with people that can catapult you to the next level. Stop hanging with them chicks that can't take you nowhere. You understand what I'm saying? No, it's not about using up anybody or anything like that. That's not what I'm saying. When I'm saying stop, that they can't get you nowhere. I'm not talking about using somebody in a sense. What I'm talking about is surround yourself around knowledgeable women that, can put you up on game. That can, help you identify some things that you need to know. I mean, just simply, you know, catapulting your level to the next one. You know what I'm saying? Like a step above what you already working with. And it was a trip because when I met China, she was like, "You look real familiar," and I'm like, "Okay." So she was like, "Well, you hear my baby trying to cry because I'm not paying her no attention." That's what she do. She's like a baby, and when I'm not paying her attention, she starts to cry. So she's really starting to cry. But I can't let her in my room because up in my bed because she shows the fuck out and she peed on my bed, and I ain't forgot it. So. Tioni! Yeah. Come get the baby. So anyway, but China is so cool. And as I told you guys before, I'm buying my kids some condos that, you know, when I'm gone from here, I don't want any of my kids to be wondering where they're going to lay their heads. You understand what I'm saying? I want to set them up in such a way that, especially my daughter, that she doesn't have to deal with a man that she doesn't want to deal with because she has no place to go and because she has nothing, you know, she has nothing else to fall back on. Or I don't want her to be dependent on a dude like that. You know what I mean? Where she, you know, I got to put up with this shit right here because I ain't got nowhere to go. No, fuck that. So now my next project now is buying condoms. Yeah. So, but what I'm going to do is I'm going to rent them out. You know, and it's just disposable income. It's like something extra. So I'm gonna put out the money to buy them, and then, you know, I'll make my money back with the rental. Thank you, baby. Where's Sebastian? Call him. Huh? He's right over there sitting down. Okay. He doesn't want to come out of my room. And so, my boy dog, he's right here at the foot of my bed. He goes but nowhere. He follows me everywhere. When I'm not at home, he just sleeps at my door. He's just on my hip. So he's at the foot of my bed. She's like, he's right there laying down. He don't go nowhere. Wherever I go, if I'm in the bathroom right over there, he's at the door, just sitting at the door, just waiting. Like, that's my mama. You know, when I'm in the shower, he posts like, you know, on guard, like this was happening. That's my mama. You know. So my dog's hold me down like that. So I guess it must show that I must be pretty good to him for them to be all on me like this. Anyway. But China is awesome. I ask that you go and befriend her on Facebook. She's a knowledgeable lady, beautiful girl, beautiful. I mean, when you see her, you gonna be like, damn, okay. She's yeah. She ain't one of them motherfuckers that's, you know, gotta be in the back, and because you know how like sometimes motherfuckers that's not aesthetically pleasing to the eye, they put them motherfuckers in the back. Cause it's like, let's let this bitch work the call center. Let's let this bitch right here, you know, work out there by the coffee machine and all that other shit. Nah, she's not that shit. She's very polished, well put together. The bitch is bad. You understand me? Well, the day I met China, and we were talking about insurance and stuff. Well, I had came to her for insurance, and I didn't know that they were going to put me with her. But when I met her, she was like, I know you from somewhere. I've seen you before. She was like, well, I'm a YouTube junkie. I said, oh, shit, there it is. And so ever since then, you know, we just clicked. I mean, clicked. Like, girl, what you doing? Nothing. I mean, clicked. Okay? And she is cool as fuck when I tell you. Cool as all get out. Okay? So anyway, so Turner calls me. So she was like, well, I need you to sign these papers. You know, because let me inform you guys that you guys have to get a physical. Even though, you know, you go down there and you sign the papers and all that. That's one thing, but you also have to pass a physical. Whereas they're looking for HIV, hepatitis, they're looking for high blood pressure, diabetes. They're looking for all those major things. Cancer cells in your blood. So they do like a complete CBC. That's complete blood count. Okay, for those of you guys that don't know, but they're doing a whole workup, and the guy comes to your house. So, and plus a urine analysis. So they also do what is called AUA. And so he came to Ken's house. Kenny set it up for this man to come at 7 o'clock, y'all. And I'm like, nigga, you ain't getting no pussy, none of that, because ain't none of that shit finna be up in my urine and none of that shit. No, we not doing that. You know, because then therefore, you know, for women, our urine can be compromised because, you know, once you stand up, it drips out and all that other shit. So I was like, no. He was just trying to get some pussy any motherfucking way. Hit a man on the way at 7 o'clock. Nigga, if you don't knock it off. Anyway, so the guy came at 7 a few weeks back. And so he was like, well, you know, so he did our complete workup. He did me and Ken's because I have a policy and he has a policy. So yeah, so it was cool. So she called me to tell me that everything's fine. We passed our physicals, and I needed to sign a document and fax it back to her. So yesterday I signed the document and I faxed it back to her. So I'm just waiting to get my paperwork in my hand. So China, I can't wait for you to call me with my little certificate and tell me everything is everything and this is what it is. I can't wait. So yeah, but so I just feel like, ladies, you need to take care of your business, your personal business, when it comes down to, you know, your finances. You know, do what you can. You understand me? Me, I have a nice, I won't say mega, but I have a nice insurance policy for my children, for me. Whereas it's just me, you know, and they are full beneficiary of my passing. Me, when I think of getting insurance, I'm looking for stability. You know, I'm looking for, you know, over 150 G's. You know, 250 G's. 500 G's. Like that. You understand me? The words you can pay some shit off. I'm not saying like this other, whoever that was, talking about make it rain. It ain't about making it rain, because that was actually kind of silly. It's not about making it rain, but it's about making yourself back whole. You know, as much as you can. Though you're carrying grief, you're going to always carry grief as a part of life. But being that this person has passed on, you know, some people lose their houses, they lose their cars, they lose so many things because their loved one has passed on. And it's a hardship. And for me, I don't want it to be a hardship on my children when I pass on. I handle my business. I know I come on YouTube, I talk a whole bunch of shit, but I am positioning myself to be a woman of something. You know, I want to stand for something. I don't want to just be on here talking about some bullshit. You understand me? Just talking about some shit that don't make no sense about nothing and can't nobody learn shit from it. It's just on some old funny, hardy, hard. No, it's a time and it is a place. Now, I am not knocking anybody for what they do on their channel. That don't mistake what I'm saying, because I don't need nobody chiming in. Oh, well, so you talking about? No, I'm too old for that shit. And also, I don't want to get into the bullshit of arguing back and forth with motherfuckers. I don't want to get into the business of, you know, downgrading or, you know, whatever, anyone else on here. My point is to truly respect everybody and what they do and what they contribute into this platform. That's all I want to do. I can care less about what anybody else is doing or what they have, what they don't have, or what they can't do, or how they trying to bite on me. I'm just Tina. I find it actually kind of flattering that somebody will, you know, take at least a smidget of what it is that I say and help themselves to go to the next level. You know, I so appreciate that. You know, I so appreciate that because I'm a woman of so many things. I've traveled this world from boats to automobiles to, well, I've never been on a train. Well, during the inauguration, I did take a train. Got off on Smithsonian So yeah, I have taken a train, but I've never traveled a train like from state to state or anything like that. But yeah, when I was down for the inauguration, I just wanted to get the experience of riding a train because I'd never ridden a train. So I remember getting off. It was called Smithsonian or some shit like that, but it was underground. It was way out. But I'd never ridden a train before, so that was my experience of riding a train. But you know, I've done a lot. I've done a whole lot in my life, and you know I come on here and I'm you know, to some people call it funny, you know, hilarious and all that kind of stuff, and I'll be that, no problem. That's just another layer of my personality. That's who the fuck Tina is. But, you know, I'm well versed, though I know I probably talk like a sailor sometime, and I don't give a fuck about it. Let me just gonna say that, because that's just who I am as well. That's just who I am. It's not for everybody. If that's something that you don't dig, cool. Move on to whoever it is that you watch on here that, you know, that you can roll with, that makes you feel more comfortable. It's okay with me. My point in here is not to have no race on who's putting out as many videos, who's putting out, you know, who has so many subscribers. You know what number I look at? Let me tell you what number I look at. I look at the number of views overall, not the number of views per video. When I go to your shit and I'm seeing, okay, over 5 million motherfuckers and watch your shit, you talking about something. You understand what I'm saying? When you get to that point right there, when you go to somebody's channel and it says total views and that shit is in the millions, yeah, they are talking about something and people are actually tuning into what they're talking about. It's not about, okay, well, I got such and such amount of subscribers and, you know, I'm making a killing. No. You don't make a killing by how many subscribers that you have. And I don't want to get into my personal Google AdSense, coins, pesos, business. You understand what I'm saying? I ain't trying to get into all that. But, you know, to make G's every month, then yes, you need to be having over 5 million views in your videos. Can you make over $2,000 a month? Yes, you can on YouTube, and that's all I'm going to say about that. But being able to make $2,000 a month, very easy to do on YouTube. But you need to start talking about something so that, ladies, other people will come and watch your channel. It's not about, and if you notice, for me, let me tell you something. I am very blessed. I'm grateful. I don't take YouTube for granted at all, okay? But I know when it's time for me to let up. I know when it's time for me to just retreat and go do something else for the moment, because I understand that misery loves company. I understand that there's so many women without. I know that men can also be low-key haters. And when it tends to be too much, whereas a person is just being so condescending and everything else, and it's like, these motherfuckers, wow. I did get a message because I have some people on my team working on some things behind the scenes with YouTube, because now they're going to start tracking IP addresses. So I just want to put that out there. Maybe I'm talking too prematurely, but they're going to start tracking IP addresses on YouTube, as well as Twitter and a lot of these other sites and things, because this cyberbullying is real. And it's a disgrace. And to be a certain age and you on the internet going back and forth with a motherfucker you don't even know because you mad because this bitch got something that you ain't got yet. And I say yet because if it's something that you want so bad, then why don't you have it? Go get that. Stop fucking with nothing ass niggas and start dealing with men that can do something for you besides put you on your back. That ain't where it's at. I mean, anybody can get some dick and some pussy. That is nothing. You can get a motherfucker to do that, no problem. You could pay for that. But when you are composed and you hold your little goodies dear to you and you make your pussy and your ass and your titties and all that shit mean something to you, then you're not just giving it away. That's not something that you do because you having some pride in yourself. And it's like, nigga, look, check this out. No, you finna work for this right here. You know, I'm not giving this. Break that off. And when you get to that point, Men tend to treat you different, they talk to you different, and they hold you higher because they know that you are a woman of standard. You're not just out here just freely just giving up your goodies and shit. That is some bullshit. And that is why I come on here and I try to be a sounding bite for so many different women. I get so many women sending me messages all the time about their relationship status and what they're going through and the men and blah, 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 blah. Auntie gonna get to that. I'm gonna answer that. But, you know, Auntie just, you know, I have things going on in the background. I'm really trying to take my shit to the next level. I've been offered a lot of things to do. So I don't have the time to just sit on YouTube and just make bullshit videos about what I'm doing right now. You know, you understand what I'm saying? Okay, well, I'm doing this right now. Oh, okay, well, I'm going to take you to the stove, and I'm going to do this right now. And, okay, well, I just saw this commercial on TV, and let me tell you what that just, you know what I mean? I mean, it's like you're talking about, like, what is you talking about? I mean, if that's how you get your views, that's cool. But, you know, if you really want to kick up some dust and really do something, then talk about something that means something to somebody. You understand what I'm saying? Telling me what the fuck is on the commercial, that ain't telling me shit. And I'm just speaking off the top of the dome because I don't, you know, I don't know if somebody's doing that or whatever. So I don't want nobody to insinuate, okay, well, she's talking about Stanley. I don't even know who the fuck Stanley is, but I'm just saying. That's just something that I just picked off my dome, okay? So I don't know if people are doing that or not. I'm just saying, make your channel stand for something. Whatever it is that you do, do you. If you are a beautician, show some motherfuckers how to highlight they shit. You know, how to cut they shit they self. If you are a braider, come in this motherfucker and do some tutorials on how to, you know, do that fishtail braid in the back. And come on this motherfucker and show some motherfuckers, okay, well, this right here, this is how you do individuals. Or whatever your get out is. Whatever your you is, do it. Whatever that is, do it. You know, but to come on this platform like a bunch of high school children, and because this bitch got more than what the fuck you got, bitch, I done took so many goddamn trips, it's unbelievable. That's not where I'm at right now. I done been there, done that. Bitch, I'm trying to make some motherfucking money. I'm trying to make some moves and move some shit around for my goddamn kids. When my ass is gone, my kids gonna be like, well, you know what, my mama, she was a staple in this motherfucker. Not just on this motherfucker doing some dumb shit. That ain't where it's at for me. But hey, you know, to each his own. But I just had to just come in there and I just had to speak on that right quick because, you know, I know that on here it's pure entertainment. It is. My channel is entertainment, but I also like to have a little humor when I'm trying to teach you something. But my humor comes off innocent because that's not my point, is to be funny. My point ain't never to be funny. It just comes across that way because that's just a part of my personality, I guess. But the bottom line is, family, you know, ladies, start getting smart. Start getting smart about your business. Stop giving up your ass and your pussy and giving up blowjobs to niggas, and they can't do shit for your ass. They can't give you no tank of gas or nothing, and you sitting up here sucking this nigga dick before he go to work. What is going on?